Welcome to Sam's Stock Report. Today, we're digging into Airtel Africa. Now, the stock has had this absolutely dramatic run-up, and that leaves us with one huge question. Is it still a buy now? We're going to break down its business, its competitive advantages, the numbers, and the risks to figure that out. Let's jump right in. All right, so here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll look at what sparked this whole turnaround. Then we'll get into the company itself and its economic moat. After that, we'll crunch the numbers, weigh the opportunities against the risks, see what the analysts are missing, and then we'll wrap it all up with a final conclusion. Okay, so let's get right to it. What was the one thing, the single event, that completely flipped the script for Airtel Africa? Yeah, this is the number that changed everything. A 375% jump in net profit for the first half of 2026. I mean, a number like that, it's just staggering. The market absolutely cannot ignore it, and it basically forced everyone, us included, to sit up and pay very close attention. So here's the billion-dollar question for us, right? Was that just a flash in the pan, a one-time thing, or is this explosive growth a sign that the company has fundamentally changed for the better? That's exactly what we're here to figure out.
All right, next up, let's get a handle on who Airtel Africa really is, and probably more importantly, what they've got that protects their business from competitors.
So, just to be clear, we're not talking about some small startup here. Airtel Africa is a beast. It's a huge telecom and mobile money provider in 14 different African countries. It's a subsidiary of India's Bharti Airtel, and get this, it's a blue-chip stock, a component of the prestigious FTSE 100 index. This is a serious player. You know, one of the most important things for any long-term investor to understand is this idea of an economic moat. Think of it like a castle's moat. It's the durable competitive advantage that protects a company from invaders. And as you're about to see, Airtel Africa's moat is, well, it's incredibly strong and has a few different layers to it. So their advantage is really built on 4 pillars that all work together. See, their dominant market position gives them the scale to build this huge physical network. That network then feeds their digital ecosystem. And that ecosystem spits out the cash they need to invest in even better infrastructure. It's this powerful, self-reinforcing cycle, like a fortress that just keeps getting stronger.
Okay, now this is what I find really fascinating. They have what I'd call an invisible moat. It's not the obvious stuff like cell towers. No, it's their 2.8 times million physical retail touchpoints. We're talking about all those little kiosks and shops. In places where not everyone has a bank account, this network is the essential bridge between physical cash and the digital world. It's how they get new mobile money customers. And you just can't compete with that by launching a fancy app. It's brilliant.
Okay, enough theory. Let's get to the hard data. Let's see what this transformation actually looks like in the financials. Because believe me, these numbers tell a really powerful story. This table just perfectly shows the power of what's called operational leverage. So check this out. Revenue grew by a very healthy 25.8%, but look at the profits. EBITDA was up over 33%, and their margins got way bigger. This is exactly what you want to see. It's proof that as the business gets bigger, it gets more profitable. And that 70% jump in earnings per share, yeah, the strategy is absolutely working. And here's the big strategic shift behind all those great numbers. For the first time ever in the company's history, the money they make from data has officially surpassed the money they make from old-school voice calls. This is a huge deal. It means Airtel Africa isn't just a phone company anymore. It's now officially a data company. All right, so no investment is a sure thing, right? There's always an upside and a downside. So let's put on our hats and weigh the bull case against the bear case for Airtel Africa and see how it all shakes out. You know, the bull case here is really compelling. You've got these massive structural tailwinds pushing them forward. I mean, smartphone penetration is still under 50%. Plus, there's a huge potential catalyst with the planned IPO for Airtel Money. But the bear case is just as real. You can't ignore the macro risks. We're talking about currency swings and tricky regulations in 14 different countries. That's a lot to juggle. Okay, now I want to talk about something really crucial that I think a lot of people are missing right now. There's this huge disconnect. I mean, a massive gap between where this stock is trading and what all the official analyst reports are saying. So just look at this. The price targets you see from these well-known sources, they're all way below the current market price. I mean, if you just took this at face value, you'd think the stock is heading for a 20% drop or even more. But that data is telling the wrong story, and I'm about to tell you why. The bottom line is this. Those price targets are obsolete. They're old news. Why? Because they were all calculated before the company dropped those game-changing H1 2026 results that we just went through.
See, the market, it's a real-time machine. It saw the new numbers, it got the message that things have fundamentally changed, and bam, it instantly repriced the stock higher. The analyst reports, they're just slow to catch up. They're basically just paperwork based on old, outdated information.
Okay, let's pull all these threads together. After everything we've looked at, how should we actually think about what this company is worth right now?
To really get a grip on Airtel Africa's value, a simple PE ratio just won't cut it. We need to use a method called sum of the parts valuation. It's basically like taking the company apart and asking, what would the telecom business be worth by itself, and what would the fintech business be worth by itself, and then adding them up. And when you do that, the result is pretty incredible. Check this out. The company's entire value on the stock market today is around $12 billion. But a sum of the parts analysis suggests the core telecom business by itself is worth that much. So think about what that means. It's like the market is giving you the entire booming Airtel Money fintech business for free. And that business could be worth another $13, maybe even $19 billion all on its own. So to wrap it all up, the evidence is pretty clear that Airtel Africa has made a huge pivot. It's a high-growth data and fintech company now. It's got a powerful moat protecting it, and it looks like its current stock price doesn't even come close to reflecting the huge value that's locked up inside its Airtel Money business. Now, of course, this is just our analysis. It's not financial advice, so please make sure you always do your own homework. And that leaves us with one final big question to think about. The company plans to take its Airtel Money division public in 2026. Could that IPO be the one big event, the ultimate catalyst that finally forces everyone, including those slow analysts, to wake up and see the true value of this entire company? So what do you think? If you enjoyed this analysis for Sam's Stock Report, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that like button, and I'd love to hear your take on Airtel Africa, so drop a comment down below. And hey, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next deep dive. Thanks so much for watching.